Hey guys, Chuck's here. Now I'm just looking at a couple of power supplies. I sell them, and I usually fix them up. So this one here, a bit low on the, don't worry about the low too, because we haven't got a second voltage in there. The minus 11.7, it's within reason. Then you've got the 12 volts V2, and then you've got the 5 volt standby supply, which is 5.1, and then you've got a pulse width of 220 milliseconds and a time a 5 volts of 5.2, a 12 volt V1 of 12.2, which is right, and a 3.3 volts, which is a bit over but within specs, for 3.5. Now I bought this one a while back. I can't remember, doesn't have much on it. So at the moment, yeah, I've got this one, but I bought that one beforehand. So a guy came in and brought this with him, and I said, well, I'm going to get one of those. At the moment, I'm trying to do a little bit of repairs on this. I've got this little I got this given to me from a computer shop, which I go to and pick up their rubbish and pick up batteries and stuff. So I've fixed this up. I've got to replace the power supply, and that beep's annoying me, so I'm going to unplug that real quick. So this is the cheaper version of the two, which I originally got, and it gives you voltages out if you want to use them. And I thought, well, this is a great idea. And then I thought, well, it's a great tester as well. So I now have a tester, sorry about the lighting, that'll test it with an on-off switch. So it does the same. Now I've got all my hands free. Hello. And it's in, and I've just plugged in the back. And if I turn the power on, you're going to see something. You see one blue light, and that blue light tells you something. So I'll plug it into the second one. It doesn't matter which tester you've got, the dear tester or the cheap tester, both will show you the same problem. So in this case, I'll turn the power on, and then I'll turn the power on here, and you saw the blue lights turn on, didn't you? Well, that shows to me that the output capacitors on both of these have, or one or both have gone. Now, don't quote me on it, I'm going to have to pull them apart to have a look, but I'm pretty sure that they've gone. I have had one like this before, and it has gone like that, or maybe more than one. But yeah, you can tell straight away that that's the problem. So these are rated at 550 watts. Well, that's what they say, 550. Now I've got one down here that's double the weight, has a massive fan on the front. This one's only got a little fan at the back for the 500 watts. Massive fan on the front. Now it's broken too, but it's got the same problem as these two. But it's only rated at 300 watts peak. Now what's 300 watts peak? And this was made by the Delta Electronics company. Made in China, I'd say. And if we compare these just a little bit and a bit quickly, the 5 volts rail on this one has 18 amps max. This one says it's got 38 amps max. Now the 3 volts says on this one it has 16 amps max. This one reckons it's got 28 amps. It doesn't say if it's max or what. And as you go through, the V2 actually has a V2 on this one, which wasn't reading on either of them. And it was, well, V2 on this one, but this one doesn't have a V2, I don't think. No, it doesn't have a V2. This one has a V2, and that's got 14 amps on the 12 volt rail. So this has got 14 amps on the 12 volt rail, and V1's got 10 amps. So that's 24 amps on this one here, if you can see that. I don't know whether you can on it. So look, this one here, it's called Delta. It's heavier than these two, really heavy. You can feel the weight of the parts in this. solid build, well made construction on this one, but it doesn't have this. Well, why is this only 300 watts and that one's 500 watts? Well, this one probably lasted longer. I'm not sure what year this was made off the top of my head, but I would say this is a solider build than these two little ones, but the higher rated. So it's up to you, but I would stick to something that's stronger. Like the 300 watts model would probably do you if you're only doing a tower or something like that, or something simple, and it will probably outlast these two other ones by a country mile. So that's it from me today. Hope you're all doing well. I'll be on to that Nook pretty soon. I've got another computer sitting over there that has to be done, which is a HP touchscreen, and I've got another one up the house, which is a laptop, which I picked up as well. I've got so much work on at the moment, and other things are still coming. So I'm still trying to get some parts for my solar on the roof. So everything seems to be happening at the moment, and I'm not getting much done.